This is Miss Crosby, and I'm showing you guys our new ducks. You can see there's the new ones. Well, 3 of the 4. The other one's on the other side of the feeding can. And they're coming now when I call all the ducks. They're not quite comfortable with jumping in the pond with the rest of them just yet. Maybe when I walk off, they'll come over here and join them. There's one of my African geese. At least I think it's African. Anyway, and there's my Muscovies. You can see how big they're getting. Oh, that goose, he thinks he's something. Look at him fussing at them and telling them go on. The chickens, he's fussing at them and bossing them around. It's so funny. Here they come. Maybe they'll go in the water if I back up. Back up over here and maybe they'll come close. There they go. Go swimming, guys. I'm backing up. There you go. Go on in. They want to go in so bad and eat that food. They love it. It tastes so good. But the geese are being bossy, see? That goose is just running them off. He's like, no, no, that's my food. Go away. And he'll fuss about it for a minute, and then they'll make a beeline around him. They'll make it in there anyway, and he'll go fuss at the chickens and the rooster in a minute. They think they run the show out here, don't you know? And geese, man. They're a trip. Go on in. They want to go swimming so bad they can't hardly stand it. Yeah, the food is in the water. Go get it. Oh, they found it now. They found it. They just need to decide to take this plunge and get on in there with it. I wish I could... Oh, there we go. I can zoom in a little bit. Okay. You can see the catfish and the carp over there jumping. And see, these are mine that I've raised since they were babies, these Muscovies, and they don't mind coming right up to me. Sometimes they'll eat out of my hand. They're Muscovy Peking crossbreeds, which makes a really huge meat duck, but we didn't know that when we bought them. You can see those carp over there. They're bigger than the ducks. And those Muscovies are huge compared to the regular ducks. You can see the contrast in their size. Check that out. See how big they are? And Quackers is so funny with that bouffant little hairdo on top of his head. Isn't he funny? Yeah, they're going to fuss at Pace, the little puppy. Look at him, hissing at him. The other day, that Muscovy got in front of the truck and was hissing at the bumper. And Pace tries to, like, boss them around, and they're like, nuh-uh, buddy, we're bigger than you. Go your little silly butt on. They're so bossy. And here comes the other ones. They're going to decide to come back over here and eat after all. It's so funny to watch these guys all, you know, working it out, the farm, and who's the top dog and who's not. You can see Puppy is not top dog. Big Muscovy Drake is top dog. And the ducks will run the dogs off their food and everything. It's so funny sometimes. The ducks bossing around the dogs when it should be the other way around. But the dogs know they're not supposed to mess with the ducks. No ducks. Those ducks are Mamaw's ducks. So they're not supposed to mess with them, so they don't mess with them. They pretty well leave them alone. I'll step over here in the shade and maybe they'll go back in the pond. So you can see them go for a swim. At least that was my goal today. Hey guys. There you go. You want to go for a swim? I'm over here. I'm not going to bother nobody. Take another step back so that they can check it out. Now I took an old blue barrel over there and put some hay in it and laid it on its side with the hopes that maybe they would nest in there. But apparently, one of those big Muscovy boys over there has been eating the chicken eggs because Terry saw him the other day through the window. So, I don't know if one of them is eating the duck eggs too or not. But we may have to have one of them for Thanksgiving or something because we can't have a duck eating all the eggs. That'll keep them from nesting and from reproducing and from being egg layers for us. If we have a duck that's cannibalizing the eggs, it's not okay. So we may have to keep a close eye and figure out which one it is that's doing that bad behavior. We've got one with a bum leg, but it's still getting along pretty good. He got injured, I think, by a raccoon one night, but the dogs managed to kill the raccoon, so the raccoon did not take any lives insofar as that goes. But we have a trap set out with some sardines in it to try and catch the raccoon at this point. And I think one of the dogs has jumped in the water. Or no, maybe that was one of the fish. Pace, did you see that big old fish? Huh, baby? Did you see it? Oh, yeah, it's one of the carpets underneath the dock. Swimming away. Anyways, that's the pond here at the Crosby house. And you can see there's the chickens over there. I wonder if we have any eggs in this little drum that I set out as like a little nest box for them. I just set it over here on the side to see if they would lay in it or not. I don't see any eggs in there. Well, I just put a little litter pan in there with some hay in it. Let me go ahead and seal these up. I threw some scratch out for the chickens. I've got a couple that are too big to go in with the juvenile size, and a couple that's too little. If you have chickens that are different sizes altogether, they'll beat each other up and craziness like that. There we go. So, I just fed them. We've got some biddies. These Rhode Island Reds, they like to have their babies. They'll get a clutch of eggs together somewhere in the bushes or something. Next thing you know, they've got biddies following them around everywhere. That blonde mama there, I think that's the mama, has had that little bitty one over yonder, the little fluffy one, little yellow fluff ball. And then over here, we've got 4 or 5 more that one of the red hens had about, let's see, 3 weeks ago or so. And they're just kind of chilling on top of this. Gonna have to take a pair of scissors or a pocket knife out here and cut this tarp off of this, because that bad storm we had blow through here has torn it up. That hurricane, I forget the name of it. We got another one on the way called Matthew. Hey buddy, what are you doing out? How'd you get out of the cage, huh? How'd you get out? I'm gonna keep at least one of the roosters so that we have one in our flock that can help us to fertilize the eggs and whatnot. So, anyway, this is Miss Crosby signing off, and that's what's going on the Crosby farm. God bless.